And jumping right back in. We're in the middle of a mission.
Development complete.
Oh, I got a parasite suit and I don't think I'd actually use it. Daily bonus. Bunch of PF points, yay. E to D. That's what I like to see. Does it give me money and stuff? And new events? Okay, biological injuries, a couple deaths. Oh no. Halma and a bunch of staff though for A's. They all want a straight to combat unit. They need to be moved over to where they belong, which is, of course, defense. Are they just like mostly blanks? I guess not. They're a mix of everything. A lot of blanks though, which is good.
Select unit. Staff assigned.
Okay, so 2 up on security. Man, we got some messes, which is awesome. And maxed out on R&D. Yeah, I don't think it's going to take long to build up again. Network error? Come on. I've already had a bunch of... Okay. I've won already. I should beat all these people, to be honest. But it's gonna get tough soon. Oh, do I want to do some developments? If I want to do the walker...
Please specify a project.
Oh, it's still being developed. Autoloader is very tempting. Sub-weapon reload time. What do I require? Oh no, I could actually get that. So CQC is worse than the machete. The machete is like an advanced version. Throws and strikes. Interesting. Is this can still do non-lethal? So I still... No, I don't have my noise suppression person? What? Do I have to go get the guy again? Or is he still in the hospital? Or was he one of the ones that died? He died again? Seriously? He just keeps dying on me. Or he's posted somewhere else. They're not even arranged in any order that I can make out sort. Wait, what? Interesting. Skills. Repeated weapons. I don't know what skill it was at. A maybe? Maybe not even. Because you only have one name. So somebody with only one name, I think. It was, what was his name? H something? Yeah, he definitely died. Pretty sure he died again. Jackal? Okay, interesting. I need to go get him again. Damn it, I'm gonna have to do that on my own time. That sucks. He died. Of course he was the one that died. He was in the friggin' hospital to begin with. I swear I had him already afterwards, but... He's kind of easy enough to get. Anyway. But then he's gonna be in the hospital. But at least I won't die this time, right? Is he on the dead list? He must be on the dead list. I'm not seeing him on that list. No, Malik is here. No, he is here. Okay, so it wasn't H, it was Malik. Well, we do have Malik. Why is it not showing in my development? Maybe I have to move him? It wasn't showing up.
Please specify a project.
It says current 0. Oh, noise. That's noise. Never mind. Wait, hold on a second.
Please specify a project.
Yeah, it's for this. Which I have. $49 and get the next level of it, which is more damage. And then that brings it up to a medium durability suppressor. Which I don't want to go back to the low one, so I guess I'll keep what I have for now. I don't think there's anything else I can really go for. Let's go for the mission.
Select a mission.
Thanks to Code
Skullface.
Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord parasite infections. We couldn't save those already symptomatic, but everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform. Skullface will pay for this. Boss, Emmerich confessed.
I don't even know how to take
Skullface's
Skullface
endgame
out.
is to activate the bipedal walking tank Sahelanthropus and deploy it into live combat in Afghanistan. That's why he moved into the Soviet research facility they call OKB-0. If his plan comes to fruition, there'll be no stopping the ripple effect worldwide. Find a way to make contact with Skullface before that happens. Then learn what you can from him and put a stop to his plan. We'll have our fun with him later. This is it, boss.
So we're taking him alive?
Is strong enough now to face him
somehow?
head to head. It won't be like 9
Oh,
years
we
ago.
are. Oh,
Make
right.
your way to OKB-0.
We're bringing in reinforcements too, so hopefully that helps. But what am I gonna bring? I should bring all the gadgets, maybe. Sleep grenades, maybe too. Just go all out. I already have sleep grenades. Okay, sleep grenades, mines, hand grenades. What else can I grab? Decoy. Sure, why not? It only costs money. I've got all the gadgets. And I've got... I need to change your weapons to... yeah, not wicked. Guilty. What else? Rocket arm? Ooh, battery. Oh yeah, it also has active sonar, mobility, and precision. Okay. It's tier 4. Release and run free. I like that idea. Damage is low. Oh, it's gray. Interesting. Accelerating with E and decelerating with Q. It's like, what? Interesting. I think we're good. I don't have a vehicle. Maybe I want to bring a vehicle? Better have one and not need it. We're going to war.
Deploying.
I should have just brought the friggin' APV or something. APC.
That's where Skullface is keeping Sahelanthropus before setting it loose in Afghanistan. There's a good chance he's got nukes, too. Boss, we need to figure out what Skullface is up to. If you make contact with him, get him to talk. The ethnic cleansing parasites, Sahelanthropus. Find out what his plans are.
Oh, we're in control again. Wow, that's loud. It's quite a ways away. Good thing I brought a vehicle.
Development project has been added.
Be careful down there, boss.
Where's my vehicle? Ahead?
The Soviet soldiers in that area are all dead. Apparently XOF unleashed the Russian parasite strain. To isolate the facility, they first spread reports of a chemical weapon leak. The infection won't spread into the surrounding
Hey,
regions.
some loot.
Still, I think they just exterminate the men who work with them all this time. Skullface must be making his final play.
Yeah, they don't even have their... I thought they'd have their Misty people. They don't. I'm gonna take these though. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. They have a chopper.
Into the cargo on board the chopper. His idea of an escape attempt, who can say?
Eli?
How to deal with him later.
I wonder why Eli is here.
Do you read me? I know more than anyone about OKB-0 and Sahelanthropus. Boss, I've made up my mind. I want to be of use to you, not him.
Yeah, you're there too.
Let me work to pay for what I've done. I'll prove it, that I've always been your ally.
Boss, I'll be focused on XOF has occupied the facility.
Analysis complete.
Skullface must be close.
Those people are worth taking. I guess I need to go on foot here.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Well, that's empty. I could use it to take out the chopper.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
You better not be getting in there. I could ever take this, like, this person out.
Fire!
Got a sniper!
Okay, that got them out of position, which actually helped me. As long as they don't find her, I'm happy. I'll be happy if they don't find her.
Fire!
The other one has a helmet on too.
Fire!
Oh. I can't tell her to go away.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Where did all these people come from? Oh, they all woke each other up again. Damn it. That one's still sleeping. Okay, if I time my shots with hers, then that'd probably be the way to do it. Though I need to take off their helmets.
Analysis complete.
Fire! No visual! Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
I almost ran into that one.
Analysis complete.
I need to wait till the shelling stopped. Okay, good. I'm gonna start extracting. These are really good. Wow, that's an all A pluses? A plus pluses? I'm stealing their people. Yes.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
That one's not worth taking.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete.
Fire!
Damn it. I took way too many hits to take a... Or you called for help. Did not mean to get on that. I meant to...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction failed.
Oh well, it's worth a shot. Well, they have a sniper, so I don't know if I want to get on this. It's a Gatling gun. Oh, somehow I see you.
CP, this is Zulu 4. No further enemy movement. Mortar strike appears successful. Over.
Damn mortars.
CP, understood. Check it out immediately and give us sit-reps. Out.
Oh, they're gonna move in? That's gonna be great. So the Gatling can take out the helicopter.
Fire. Damn it.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Damn, you're really, really good. I guess they want me to rebuild my people.
You gotta extract him.
Analysis complete.
Well, I guess this is one way of taking out all the people, right? Oh, they're murdering me? Well, I guess that person's not getting extracted. Well, so much for those people. Call this one out. Probably gonna need a resupply. Are you kidding me? It blew up my toy.
CP, this is Delta 6. Delta 6, what's wrong? Come in, Delta 6. We have a situation. All units on alert.
Yeah, I'm gonna call in with some supplies. Hopefully they don't hit me when I'm doing
Please
this.
select address supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
I'm not even the sniper. That's the sniper, but she's fine. Yeah, there goes my plan for taking the friggin' chopper. They still have a lot of defense. I can still, if I could aggro the chopper this way, I could use the turret against it. I need to kill all these people first, or extract them. That mortar is a serious problem. Let's get these people tagged.
Complete. Analysis complete.
Where the heck is that mortar?
Analysis complete.
You have a rocket launcher? Ooh, you do. There's the mortar.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I got my extraction. Nice. Wait, is there somebody in that tank? Can I take the friggin' tank? Oh, that's just so tempting.
Good work. 2 more gates to go.
2 more gates?
Still all quiet as a silo. No sign of Skullface or his Goliath.
I'm tempted to hop.
Surely they can't already have... No, never mind.
There's a sniper.
Analysis complete.
Fire.
I'm gonna have to take out the sniper. They're gonna be a problem otherwise. I'm really tempted for that tank. It's just so tempting. Well, watch it like get destroyed super easily. I don't think I got... I got an extraction. Maybe I got a checkpoint? Oh, hello, hello. I don't know how to use the tank, unfortunately, though. How is it not hitting? Oh, it hit something in the way? Let's take out the chopper. How did that not take out the chopper? Okay, the chopper is like... Oh, you're facing right at me now, okay. Now you're down. Not very subtle, but it seems to have got the job done. Oh, I have a lot of ammunition. I am pretty hurt. I don't have the depression. No, where that hit. What is that hitting? No, they shouldn't have left their tank parked and where it could be stolen. She's moving around. I don't want her getting killed. Not seeing where they are. Do you have other backup tanks? I think I want to switch tanks. This one's kind of smoky.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
I wonder how much loot there is in these buildings. Do you want to go back and loot or no? Probably not worth. Oh, she slept one. Nice. A+ medic, sure. I guess I could use them. Should not go in. I should let her heal a bit, just in case. So I should probably loot anyway.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
I mean, I don't need these supplies. And there's a bunch of ways to sneak in, like if you wanted to sneak in. I'm sure you could do it. Like, who's sleeping over there? Have I seen them? Still, it's easier when everyone's sleeping or dead. Oh, that's a lot of doors or locks to pick. Blinded by the light every single time. Most of these are kind of empty. You worth taking, hopefully. No, you're not. Well, an A. I'll take an A. You can be in the defense force. Ooh, look at these for supplies.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Another load. What's back here? Probably not much. I don't think there's much back here. I'll just have a quick look-see. Fuel. Okay, that's all I'm gonna grab up over here. Sure, there could be other stuff around the ruins. So this is not where I was. I thought it was where I was. Oh yeah, I got a checkpoint, so I just checkpoint spam.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Nice. I haven't checked this building. Ooh, new building checks. Okay. Before I grab the tank. Everything's locked. Maybe I could just top up my suppressors and whatnot for free. That'd be kind of nice.
Detected. The map has been updated.
Enemy presence, okay. There's only a few left. my loot goblin in me, I can't say no to loot. It's just, it's not in my vocabulary saying no to
Enemy
loot.
presence detected. The map has been updated.
Yeah, the tank isn't really good for close quarters. Okay, is there a second floor to this? Of course, everything needs to be lockpicked. I need to start early, so I have a good amount of time. They're probably over here somewhere.
Analysis complete.
Oh, I don't even want you. I don't think there's anything else here. There looks like there's a second floor. I don't know how to get to it.
Presence detected. The map has been updated.
Can I extract the tank even though it's hurt? I can. Is there any point? I don't know. They're up there somewhere. I went right into that shotgun. No, don't make me get shot by the other person up on the roof. Friggin' shotguns, they're nasty. That was even... Did they just blow themselves up, almost? How about I make a lot of distance, even though...
CP, this is Zulu 2. Lost visual contact. Heading to last known position. Over. This is CP. Understood. Keep your guard up. Advise us. Out.
I don't know how those didn't hit your head.
CP, this is Zulu 2. The enemy got away. Starting a search now. Over. This is CP. Understood. Don't let them get the drop on you. Keep your guard up. Out.
What's going on?
Are you even worth taking?
Analysis complete.
Yes, you are. Well, I got the drop on you. One thing you weren't supposed to let happen. And you did anyway. Well, I could use more people. Where the heck did you come from?
Subject on board.
Enemy presence detected. The
kinda
map
stuck.
has been updated. Analysis complete.
CP, CP, this is Delta 9. We're under attack. Heavy casualties. Stand back up. This is CP. Understood. All fire teams. Divert available manpower and back them up. Out.
So there's a way to sneak in here?
Enemy presence detected. Clouds approaching.
Lost visual contact.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Hopefully I can come back and get the tank. Because they really want to get the tank.
Make your check, but proceed with caution. Out.
They're right up there somewhere. They might see me right away.
prison
Where are
detected.
they?
The map has been analysis.
Oh, you're
complete.
sleeping already. Nice. Oh, you're right.
Enemy prison detected. The map has been updated. Enemy prison detected. The map has been updated.
Oh, she's getting hit? No.
CP, this is Zone 4. Taking heavy casualties. Requesting immediate backup. Alert. This is CP. Understood.
Enemy prison detected. The map has been updated.
Backup now.
Damn it. 30 hits taken. Where the heck did they come from? Damn it, 41. Yeah, those kind of multiple hits. Even though those only hit once.
Analysis complete.
Okay, I don't want to trigger a cutscene. So I don't want to go too close. I want to go get the other tank. I want those other supplies too. What the heck?
Boss,
Where did you come from?
injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Outpost captured. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Analysis complete.
You're not even worth taking because you're dying, but I'll take this. Captured their outpost. Okay, great. Ooh, brown. That's new. How much does that get me? It was supposed to be just red. Oh, it's just red. It just looks brown. You know what? I should probably call a resupply.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Hopefully I don't trigger any cutscenes yet. There was a sleeping person up higher. Did I say you can get up? At least she's fine.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I got another checkpoint. Sweet. So should I leave the tank just in case I needed to escape? Maybe I should park it closer? I'm gonna park it closer. Apparently Sahelanthropus is not even here. Maybe don't park it where it can't easily get out.
Caution.
I just didn't want to be blocking anything that's story related. Just in case I need it. You know, tank goes a long way.
Analysis.
Oh, I
complete.
didn't actually even. I might as well question you. I didn't even try to question one of you before. Where's Sahelanthropus? Okay, well, I don't need you. So goodbye. I'll move you out of the way. Storm's coming in. There's apparently more still alive somewhere. Oh wait, there's a sleepy person here?
Analysis complete.
I'll question you. Where are the rest? Well, I guess not then. I want to make sure that there's no other enemies around.
Analysis complete.
Are you asleep too?
Clouds approaching.
Contact! Let him go! All fire teams, this is CP! All units to combat position! Repeat, all units to combat position!
You're specialists here.
The map has been updated.
Yeah, so they're all waking up because I didn't know that there were still people alive. I didn't have them scanned, that's why. That would have been a problem had I had to leave in a hurry. And there's extra people out here shooting at me. Okay, now we're clear. Because the outpost was secure, but it really wasn't.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, we're good. Where am I supposed to be going here? Oh, up, I guess? I'll be happy if I got a B on this mission, which, I mean, no idea. I was just going for loot and going for fun, because I saw the tank.
Don't let Skullface get away. Stop him at the heliport.
Oh,
The map has been updated.
Boss, can you see the heliport?
I do.
Skullface is right
I'm
there.
running.
Make contact with him and make him talk. We have to stop him before his plan is set in motion. Sahelanthropus is somewhere inside.
Well, I'm already here. Yes, he's somewhere inside, but something's not. Unless he turns into it. Hey, Paulietta, how's it going? Sorry, I was a little focused there. How's it going? Yeah, that was like 10 minutes ago. It's terrible. I was really focused on this part, so... Have a good night. Thanks for dropping by.
You too have known loss. And that loss torments you still. You hope hatred might someday replace the pain. But it never goes away. It makes a man hideous, inside and out. Wouldn't you agree? We both are demons. Our humanity won't return. You, me, we've no place to run, nowhere to hide. And that is why I'll show you my demon. Follow me, big boss.
Okay.
Just go along with him for now.
Apparently I
We're
can't
ready
even
to
move
fight if
though.
it comes to
There we
that.
go.
That's our leverage against him, our deterrent. He doesn't want a war on his hands.
Well, he already has a war on his hands though. He attacked us before. Why am I
Whatever the
keep getting
Navajo
stuck?
told you, it's just one possible solution derived by Cypher. My will is different.
I keep getting stuck as he gets getting stuck, I guess.
I've known you since your time at Langley. I've long been the other side of your coin. 1964, Soviet territory. Box's first mission. Any mess you made, I was there to clean up. You completed your task, and admirably. The information you returned was far more than enough to fill our pockets. With it, our futures became, more or less, set in stone.
So these people are not Cypher, or at least they're not the Skulls. They're just the XOF, or Fox backwards.
And then the Major came to me with an idea. Washington doesn't know how to spend money, he said. I'd like to redirect it. His goal was an organization dedicated solely, covertly, to supporting America. Cypher. You know the rest. To him, it was mourning the loss of his friend.
Oh, so it is on the elevator.
Or rather, an act of revenge. on
Different
the
elevator
world,
though, I guess.
But America, most of all. America is a country of liberty, a meeting of immigrants. Instead of simply assimilating, its citizens live alongside others. Their roots are very diverse. America's never been made up of just one group. But he tried to forge a single consciousness for it and from it. The idea that
That's
every
funny.
citizen would use free will to unite behind their country.
I can scan people?
Unilateralism like that can't be entrusted to any one individual. So the Major sought a system that used information, words, to control the subconscious.
I can't scan Skullface though. Where are we going? Oh, where's my tank? My tank is not here. Aw. Oh, there's more tanks anyway. If I had known, I would have extracted all the tanks. I got the one broken tank. Hopefully it comes not broken. Well, we're just gonna stare at each other's eyes? Well, I have only one eye. It's so funny I can scan the people. Okay, you're a doctor, and you're... Okay, doctor and combat. Okay, that makes sense. Combat medic. It's hilarious. I can scan people.
To unite America and the entire world. The Major thought this was his friend's will. But I think he never understood what she wanted. Before he ever walked or cried, even before he was born, his mother tongue was English. He doesn't know the pain of losing his own language. Not yet. He cannot understand her will. I do. I was born in
You're
a
getting a little close to me. Yeah, the
I
burns.
was still a child when we were raided by soldiers. Foreign soldiers. Torn from my elders, I was made to speak their language. With each new post, my masters changed, along with the words they made me speak. Words are peculiar. With each change, I changed too. My
Sure.
thoughts, personality, how I saw right and wrong. War changed me, and not only my visage. Words can kill. I was invaded by words, burrowing and breeding inside me. A philosopher once said,
So this is why you only want
"It
English?
is no nation we inhabit, but a language. Make no mistake, our native tongue is our true fatherland. My fatherland, my truth was stolen from me. And so was my past.
But yours is English because you wanted
All
English
that's
only.
left is the future. And mine is revenge. On those who leech off the words of their fellow man.
Where did they get all these choppers
This
and
is
everything?
what I learned from the Major. And then it hit me.
Where'd they get
It
this
was
whole
he
force?
who should feel my wrath. He and the code he chose as basis for control. Language codes, information codes, beamed all around us. Genetic codes spanning history. By controlling the codes, Cypher Zero intends to unify the world. Codes implanted into our heads, sucking our minds dry as it spreads from one host to the next. A parasite upon this earth. That
This guy just likes
is
this
what Zero
monologue. Monologue's bad for your health.
As one born into this world, he's afflicted.
The way Venom
I
looked at
hold
the
him
screen.
responsible
No, I wasn't
for killing
looking
my
at Venom.
freedom,
I was looking at the road.
killing all traces of
Welcome
my
in.
past, killing any promise of a future. We are all but dead men.
I'm a little bit
forced
beat
to
up.
walk
Yeah, that is not a stealth mission for me.
a world reduced
Usually isn't with me.
to zero.
There he is looking.
Cypher plans to
And I was
use
like,
its
how long is this guy gonna talk
control
for?
the
Like, you
world
just keep saying the same words over and
where
over
they
again.
think they can.
He's
And
saying
the
a lot of
mother
words, but
tongue
saying
of all
absolutely
those
nothing.
codes is English.
So he wants
The
English.
word
You know that.
became flesh.
But why? I don't know why.
Final parasite.
Because English is parasite? Or that the...
It knows English.
Oh, okay, it kills
An
all
English
English.
strain of the vocal parasite.
Why does he have
I
that?
exterminate the English language. With this, I'll rid the world of infestation.
Does he want to get rid of all language?
All men will breathe free again.
What?
Reclaim their past, present, and future. This is no ethnic cleanser. It is a liberator. To free the world from zero. Let the world be. Sans lingua franca. The world will be torn asunder.
So they want anarchy,
And then
and Big Boss
shall
wants
free.
unity of the world.
People will suffer, of course. A phantom pain. The world will need a new
I
common
mean,
tongue.
people will always come up with a new common tongue.
language of nukes. My metal beams shall be the thread by which all countries are bound together.
That makes no sense, but okay.
No words will be needed.
People will always
Every man
develop
will be
language
forced to recognize
to
his
communicate with each other.
People will swallow their pain. They will link lost hands. The world will become one. This war is peace.
That doesn't sound like peace to me. It sounds like anarchy, which is the opposite of peace. Side eye, yeah. I actually have an emote for that. Oh, is this probably DMCA music? Probably. 99% chance. Like, how long is this ride? Is this like the new 20-minute ladder climb? Yeah, so this is my first, I don't know if I told you, Kunai Shark, but this is my first Metal Gear Solid and first Kojima game, actually. I will probably go back and play the others, especially 3 at some point. Because 3 actually took place before the... I know, the continuity is all messed up. I would actually go back eventually and play them all in order, maybe in like 10 years or something. Just play them in actual chronological order. That would be interesting. But, yeah, I'm doing 5 first. I guess you could skip this, but I mean... Like, how long is this ride? This is... We're going across Afghanistan at this rate? Oh, I could actually check the map. Oh, we're going to the power plant, obviously. Okay, all roads lead to the power plant. So what? Oh, cause yeah, that's where I thought the base was. The base is in the power plant. That's where it left. Yeah, so it went back to the power plant, where we got good old Huey. It's still so funny. I could just scan people. Well, if this person was in my way. Look at your nostrils. Awkward ride. I want to steal all your tanks, to be honest. Those are just mass-produced things.
When the world witnesses Sahelanthropus,
Sahelanthropus, yeah, it's a mouthful to say.
The clock will roll on, regardless of zero.
Should I just call it Saha for short?
Sahelanthropus will take the first giant step into a brave new world. It is the bell with which a world trodden upon by words declares its independence.
Okay, I think you're just absolutely insane. I don't know how you got all these people to go with you in this insanity, but okay. You just hate language. You hate there being one language that people can speak. You just want to kill. But it doesn't explain why you had the other strains then. Why just not make the English strain, not the other strains? There it is again. Back to where we found it the first time. Didn't we blow it up though? We did blow it up the first time. I guess they repaired it. Sitting there silent. Well, nobody's good at silence is quiet.
The Alamo.
How is that relevant?
This is Queequeg on station to provide cover. Get us a line of fire. Roger that.
I think they're gonna notice you. They have a whole army outside. Did you not see that? I don't know if we could fight against that.
We're not the only demons in this world. Like you, vengeance is all he has. It's man's thirst for revenge that drives the times. Just as you live because of me, he lives because of you. Show him!
Wait. Okay. You got these people again. I don't have my water toy pistol. Damn. What is happening? It's a little bit breezy or something? Yeah, you don't like the wind? Just need to chill. Why don't you just keep those bullets inside of you? The gantry's moving? I'm just gonna get ran over by it? Just got ran over? Okay.
was doing this. Such a lust for revenge. Oh! Fall back! Fall back!
Hey, I have nothing to do with this. Why are you shooting at me? That was your own person that turned against you. Or so you thought, they were your person. They just wanted this little Saha. I guess I just drive away. Unless I'm not your enemy. Okay, scream. To be continued. This is the second part. Am I back on the chopper somehow? I'm gonna be back on the chopper, aren't I? 2 out of 6. That's not very good, but it was first. Oh, 3 out of 6. Okay. I got my Jeep back. Combat information from Skullface. Well, I didn't get Skullface. I got a bunch of people though, and I leveled things up. E, that was awful. Okay, it wasn't even an E, but I'm still an octopus. How is E so? Is it time? Accuracy's bad. Prisoners rescued. Oof, E though, that's my worst rank ever. Negative in the money because I took all this. I took all the goodies. Heroism's like increased slightly. It's horrible. Skullface, Cypher, Fox backwards. Gunsmith missile launchers, okay. I did extract a lot of people. And okay, you're a defender, nice. So I'll probably have to go replay that at some point on my own time and see if I could get like an A on it or something. Just stealth it. Harassment, okay, gotta get rid of you. It's a lot of people. A lot of A pluses. A whole bunch of A's. Okay. I'm gonna be full up. B's I need to get rid of. R&R. Well, I mean, I wish I could go to Mother Base. I don't think I can. Well, I can, technically.
Mission.
I got PF points. Okay, great. It's gonna force me into this now? Why is it forcing me into this?
Updated.
Well, I can get 24 loot. That's totally not worth. It's probably worth just to get staff. S rank R&D staff is probably the best choice. Sure. Acquired new skill, interesting.
Development project has been
And it got
added.
me the better weapons. Okay, nice.
Please specify a project.
I still have a good chunk of money. Can't believe that was an E though. That's the worst I've seen. I didn't even know it was possible to get an E. Okay, it still doesn't have the good suppressor until the next level. It's 463k. That's kind of expensive. But you know, gotta do it. I don't think it's what I want to bring on these missions. Because there's no pen. Oh, I'm already maxed out on some people. I need to grind some money for sure.
Please specify a project.
Yeah, I need the
Weather
noise
will
suppression
clear
person.
shortly.
Oh, I got some challenges done. Just straight up money. Okay, nice. Okay, extracted 7 red containers from 0. Okay. Well, I'm a loot goblin, so I got that. Sure, did an exchange, so I got some free mortars. Okay, nice. Is there new tapes to listen to? I don't think so.
Please select a mission.
Straight into it. I probably don't want to. Probably want to bring less stuff because I was way over budget.
Sahelanthropus is on the move.
So I didn't get
The
Skullface.
instruments on the support chopper are all malfunctioning. And Eli's acting strangely for some reason. Something's not right. Boss, for now, just get away from that thing.
Yeah.
Hurry!
I don't think I'm gonna get it. So yeah, the E extracted 4 walker gears. Well, they kept blowing up the walker gears. Attained a cassette tape. I didn't even know where I didn't hear a cassette tape. 3 tanks. I almost got 3 tanks. Had I known the other tank wasn't gonna be able to be used, I would have extracted the other tank that I parked outside. So I could probably do those if I do a stealth run. I might be able to do those all. The walker gears would probably be hard. I have to do the same thing as before, except not get it blown up by mortar. Okay, well, I guess onwards and or waywards from that thing. This is like basics. So, do I need sleep grenades? Probably not. C4 grenades. What else? Oh, this is bionic arm again. Okay, so I want to switch that to my new rocket arm. At least maybe I'll get to use it. Is there anything actually I want for support weapons? The decoy I didn't get. Totally forgot I had decoys. I'm not going to use any of these. These are good for sneaking into places, but not really running away. Yeah, I don't think I need anything. Cardboard wet? Yeah, I don't think I need the cardboard wet. I don't think that's going to help me. You know what? Maybe the sniper rifle's not the best call either. Should I just go friggin'... should probably just go Grom. At this point. Just in case. You never know. You never know. Could be useful. It's a gamble.
Deploying.
It's in the Jeep. Oh, I don't even need the Jeep. Oops, but whatever. Smoke is useful. I don't use smoke. I don't even have smoke, actually. I am not going to use smoke. I never even bought it. I mean, smoke is cover. I mean, you can sneak with smoke. That's, but I think they could all see through smoke, to be honest. They're all high enough level they could see through. Probably.
Got a spike on the RWR. Strange PRF.
What's wrong?
Control lost. Can't maintain RPM. We're settling. Wait! Who is doing this? Such a lust for revenge? Who? Fall back! Fall back!
Okay, I'm running. Imagine I'm being controlling a second now. So, I'm ready. I know I can hide from it if I just go high enough. Behind rocks. Oh, it's stuck. Oh. You don't fit outside? Say aw. I think you're weak on the inside of your mouth, right? Okay, you're just breaking the rocks, okay. Kind of. And you stood up higher, okay. Oh, I remember this door, yeah. It's gonna stop it, right? That little tiny door?
PRF anomaly. Quick is outbound. Reporting the AO for now.
All units, move in!
I don't think that's wise, but sure, dude, you do you. Yeah, you guys are all dead. They brought in tanks? Okay, I don't think the tanks are gonna help much. Maybe a little bit. Not those machine guns. 30 cal. I think you just made it angry.
Cipher will rewrite the records, and I will vanish from human memory. But the thirst for revenge that I have planted will infest the system. No one can stop it now. Sahelanthropus will unleash that thirst unto the future! Major... I'm burning up!
Boss, get out of there! Out about Sahelanthropus, Skullface will have won. His plans will become reality. He won't even need to use nukes. That thing's mere existence would be enough to enslave humanity to the fear of nuclear Armageddon. It would tear the world apart.
No kidding, it's after me.
Destroy Sahelanthropus.
Destroy it.
Plant expansion.
Boss, stop Sahelanthropus. Destroy that thing. I'll rally Diamond Dogs and provide backup.
I need to reload. I don't think it's doing much to it. Oh, that was a miss. Ah, this thing has no lock on.
Supplies requested. Support helicopter requested.
I didn't call it a support helicopter.
Supply drop complete.
No, it stopped me. I tickled it.
Boss, what happened?
I
Boss!
tickled it. That's what happened. That's I took like all those. Well, I had a few misses there, but am I just supposed to run away?
Destroy that thing.
Come on.
Diamond Dogs and provide backup.
I think I'm just supposed to run. Can I fit it through there? Yeah, I can. I don't think the tank's gonna help. Oh, why is this so like? Oh, the tire's out. I'm down a tire. Why is there a tire that's popped? I don't know. There's like nothing to it. Oh, it's doing the thing where it switches weapons without me telling it to. So it kind of opens up at some point.
Please have supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Supply drop, hurry!
Where did I put my drop? Oh, went right into that one. Probably gonna need a couple supply drops to finish this. I have no cover. I'm fast, fortunately. Too fast for it. Okay, maybe. Maybe not. It's pretty fast too. Okay, it's weakened. Oh, I didn't see it doing. Okay, I should have done. What is this redness?
Please supplies requested.
Here's this!
Oh, I guess I'm getting support from my helicopter.
Coming after ours. Take it out.
Okay, we're getting there. Just keep hitting it. Just keep hitting it when it's. Oh well, you jumped away.
You never cease to amaze, boss.
What? Are you kidding me? What?
Boss, come in.
One shot at me? I
Boss?
don't even.
Boss!
It was so close. It was so friggin' close.
Activating stealth assist.
I got How did I get chicken?
Stop
Okay.
Sahelanthropus. Destroy that thing.
All the way at the beginning.
Rally diamond dogs and provide backup.
Well, now I know its weakness finally. I should take less damage now that I'm on chicken mode. I don't think that even hit.
Great job.
It fell down. That did not hit where I wanted it to.
Please select supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Seriously, that stupid delay.
Support helicopter.
I got more ammo coming by.
Supply drop. Hurry.
Missed with that last rocket. I didn't do much damage at all this time. Now it's going so well. Come on, run, run, chicken, run.
Get hot. Watch out, boss.
Can you open up? Why aren't you opening up for me?
Target acquired. Get hot.
Friggin' landed right on me.
Please select draw supplies requested.
Well, that's gonna blow up. One shot? Yeah.
Complete.
I don't get this whole red thing does.
Here's this.
Can't tell if it's opened or not. I need to save my shots for when it's open. Couple hits taken there. is not going as well as the first, well, the first good try, I should say. Let's not cover.
Please select from the supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
I'm on the wrong side. Oh, that missed completely.
It's coming after ours. Take it out. Fire up, hurry!
Yeah, you're getting right into it. Let me get my reload. Oh, they're actually doing some damage to it. This is the part where I didn't get. Because it aims at me, and then I died in one go. That's the big gun that I don't like.
Nice work. Keep it up.
Oh, it shoots through stuff?
Nearly there, Snake.
I need to call some more. I'm just chipping away slowly out of there.
Please have supplies requested. Supply drop.
Great job.
So it's right where my ammo drop is coming in. And my ammo drop went high. Oops. I don't think I can get up there. No, I did it with a... Okay. That's hilarious.
Snake! Let's see Skullface.
Snake, why are you wearing the chicken hat? Snake is just so funny. The googly eyes just make it so much better. And he's not even dead, he just got squished. We still have his English parasites.
There were 3. Where's the other?
Very close to you.
Finish me. Kill me.
So Psycho Mantis got the other one. But where's the other third one? So that was the second one. One was already taken, or did he release it already?
Do it yourself. Mission complete, boss.
You mean mission?
Kill me. Kill me. I did it! Revenge!
Development project has been added.
Someone still got an A, even though I got chicken. I got an A chicken. 80% accuracy. Okay, not great, but I mean, considering I was using a grenade launcher or rocket launcher RPG, 80% is not too bad. 62 out of 77. No reflex. I got a no reflex. Perfect stealth, no kills. No okay, that's just... It gave me a bunch of pity points there, I think. Okay. 7 minutes? 28 seconds? Because I think I could have done it faster. Could have had no retries too. I almost did it in first go, I think. Almost. It's pretty close. If it wasn't for that one beam that just shot through the ground and killed me or whatever. One shot at me, that was not great. And I'm still positive in money, so that's good. 800. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I'm happy with that. I thought I did pretty well on it. But I don't know why I got the chicken hat, because I didn't die that many times. I guess... Yeah, I still have the chicken hat. I didn't think I died that much. I do love the hat, though. It's so fun. The eyes are just like...
give up his fight by laying down arms.
Opposite of cross-eyed.
The feeling of holding a gun.
Lazy eyes.
That we'll never forget. Like our lost limbs. The sensation lingers.
But the game's not over yet, so yeah. I need a shower.
Here she comes! Here she comes!
Well, that's a nice big new toy. Hopefully it doesn't turn on us. Chicken is very impressed.
We hold our rifles in missing hands. We stand tall on missing legs. We stride forward on the bones of our fallen. Then, and only then, are we alive. This pain is ours, and no one else's. The secret weapon we wield, out of sight. We will be stronger than ever, for our peace. Sahelanthropus will unleash that thirst unto the future. Those were his last words.
Kaz.
Pretentious to the end. Still, doesn't feel like this is over. And I'll never be whole again.
In the deepest night.
That kind of feels like the end of the game, but I know it's not the end of the game. It was only mission like 31?
Keep piercing this broken mind. I fall, but I'm still standing motionless.
So yeah, Eli went kind of Psycho Mantis. I don't know what's going on with that? Yeah, Psycho Mantis is there. So what is the connection with Psycho Mantis? Oh, he's giving... So now Eli has the English killing one. Eli does hate English. We know that. Interesting. But even if the English one was released, we were all immune to it because everyone was sterilized. Because we didn't know, we knew that there was probably an English one, so we all were, but, I mean, everyone else in the world. Interesting. Wait, is this the actual credits? Troy Baker was facial capture, interesting, motion capture across. All the credit types in this I'm not sure what the real one is. Voice Jay Tavari. Paz, wait, Paz was in here? This is DMCA for sure. Laura Bailey. Interesting. Somebody. Matt Mercer was facial capture. Okay, sweet. I'm alright. Danny dared to do a children's voice. Child voice. Hideo was Hideo Kojima. AI pod. I haven't even met the AI pod yet. D-Dog. Motion capture. There's so many fake credits type. I don't even know what... I don't know... This looks like the real ending, but it's not. Because I know that there's more missions. Fake. Because that actually seems like it could be the end, but what's going to happen after? I don't know. Cypher. There's a whole Cypher plot line that needs to be resolved, I guess. And the skulls. But, well, he was Cypher, though, wasn't he? XOF was Cypher. I don't even know at this point. I'm just... It's... Metal Gear Solid did it. How much of this game is just credits? I bet you that's... If you add all the credits that the game has, you'll probably get like 10 hours just of credits. This is the most credits of any game. What I've ever played anyway. But usually like 45 minutes at the end is like the longest I remember. A couple games are about that. Like, are we gonna have the multiple, like, actual end credits? Sumi Adachi was there were a lot of Adachi music. Motion capture in game Magica Corp? Imagica Corp? Motion Actors Japan, interesting. Sora Studio Corporation. Interesting. Flameworks? What did the Flameworks do? All the fire, I guess? 3D scanning. All these contractors. This is a good beat. Code Talker special modeling. It's special modeling. Interesting. CG art support. Digital Media Lab. Digital Frontier. Interesting. Getty Images. These are actually the real credits, but I'm confused why they're playing right now. Don Johnson, lead technical artist for something. I missed that. This is such a weird credit type. I'm so confused. So I wasn't even doing proper one because I don't think the game's actually over. But this is definitely the real credits. Dirk Sander. They could be a bit abrasive, but only to themselves. International Project Management. Tom Craven was quite craven as a Konami Digital Entertainment QA manager of nobody, apparently. QA team is an enzyme. Bunch of testers. Luke Baker always liked to bring in baked treats. Helps QA. Oh, Sony WIs. Okay, that must be the end of the fake credits that are real credits that are playing in the middle of the game for some reason. Music. Man Who Sold the World by David Bowie. All this DMCA music. Sins of Father, Quiet's theme. She blinded me with science. Interesting. Kids in America, yep. DMCA, Too Shy, probably. Only Time Will Tell, probably. Rebel Yell, definitely. Gloria, I don't know what that is. Final Countdown, definitely DMCA. Maneater, definitely. Take On Me, definitely. Level Harris Apart, probably. Joy Division, yeah. Dancing with Tears in My Eyes, sure. True, I don't know. Friday in Love, yeah, that's definitely DMCA. You Spin Me Right Around, definitely DMCA on that one. Quiet Life, not sure about that. Probably yes to all of the above. And that's it for the fake credits hype. Oh, nope. You gotta get Hideo's name in there like 50 million times. Is that why he's so popular? Because he just put his name like 5,000 times in each of his games. There we go. Got tapes now to listen to. More research and good stuff. Raging Sword Nuclear. Got a nuke. Raven Sword. Sure. Nuclear weapons can now be developed or disposed of. Why would you want nukes though? I don't get it. Nuclear weapons disposals trial is now available. Legendary soldiers. S+. Gray Chameleon. Surgeon. Biting Tree Frog. Okay, they have 3 names. No skill though. Blazing Mastodon. Frantic Squirrel. Aren't all squirrels frantic? Running Mongoose. Okay, not to be confused with any of the other mongoose that there are. Missile launchers. Nice. Gun Person. Flaming Buffalo. A couple A's. Not bad. I need to manage all the B's that I got. Right. Chapter 2. But I do have Chapter 2. Oh, so it was actually the end of the game, but it wasn't the actual end of the game.
You're all diamonds.
This is coming up very... Oh, look at that horn!
Acted as accomplice to the attack on Mother Base.
Why are you here? Revenge
That looked like
against loss.
quiet.
I'm not like you.
Does that just give me spoilers? Yeah, we know you're not like us.
Time you knew.
I'll go alone. Boss, what are you?
We can't afford to lose anyone else.
This is just spoilers.
What if I'm a spy? Or you?
Kill him. What should we do, boss? Just give the order.
You were right. He is not one of us. Hush.
Snake?
Paz is there, okay. Okay, so this is spoilers. Eli's taking the mech, okay. Taking the friggin' Sahelanthropus. What's with all the spoilers? I didn't realize this game came out in chapters.
Attention! Diamond Dogs! Even with Skullface dead, our brothers are unavenged. And the phantom pain he brought us lives on. Cypher is still out there. We know they've planted spies, parasites among us. Watch the man to your left, to your right. Assume nothing. Report everything. It's the only way to protect ourselves. From here on out,
Nice to see we're still in Chicken Hat.
you will be my eyes. The deadliest enemy's right here in our midst. And they will get no mercy.
And Chicken Hat is gone.
Face dead. Our pain is still right with us. We need more strength. We need more men. Diamond Dogs needs to be bigger. Missions have come in too. We still have a long road ahead of us.
Big Boss is watching you. I don't remember seeing that one before. Let's get Queens. Yeah, those are new. Big Boss is watching you. Like, nice and clean. Look at, like, we don't have a giant horn, we just have a small one. That one was really long. Challenge task lists? What did I get? Lutea, okay, yeah, you could use Lutea. Successful hit the floating boy with an attack. Oh, that's how I won, kind of, I guess. I got an A++. Oh, 3 of them. I need to do management. Oh, I might have space. Should probably have space for them, actually. Yeah, combat unit is 40 now, but I need to... Do we have people in the waiting room?
Will set shortly.
I don't. Oh, I need to get rid of you.
Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit.
I don't need unsanitary
Staff
people, that's
dismissed.
disgusting. Medic 1, okay, you can go into
Select
security
unit.
team as
Staff
well.
assigned.
Boaster, yeah, you can go over there too.
Select unit. Staff assigned.
B, I should probably start getting rid of the bees.
Boss, welcome home.
Goodbye,
Select
bees.
unit.
Or I could just move them over there and they could replace some of the E's, I guess.
Staff assigned.
Because this is 93. I'll just start clearing out these E's because they're all going to be replaced anyway. They shouldn't even lower it that much, to be honest. Go to 15.
Select unit. Staff dismissed.
It lowered it down like 1, I think. Maybe 2. Okay. Missile launchers, yeah, you're S+. I still can't get review. Wish I could keep you in the
Select unit.
friggin' waiting room.
Staff assigned.
You never stay there. So we do have Malik, yeah, so we need somebody else. Radar specialist, nice. Yeah, okay, I already have that. So these people are maxed, are almost maxed. I need to move up somebody to fill in the other slot before the other person moves back. I think they'll still get moved back, to be honest. Okay, you're... wait. You're a D? Okay, you actually could go into R&D though, and take that spot.
Select unit. Staff assigned.
And you belong in support, not here. Yeah, I need. Okay, I have too many A's for R&D, but I guess I could keep them. I need to open up more spots. Everyone just got moved into BDU because that's the only place. That was the last place that had space left. It usually is. Blaze Mastodon, that's good. Same with you. You just need to go away, but I mean this isn't full yet. Need to get rid of those bees at some point. You're a D. So you should also be an R&D. R&D there, you're R&D. Yeah, these people are all R&D. You're just trash across the board.
Select
We'll just
unit.
get rid of you.
Staff dismissed.
A is the lowest I accept. See, you should also be in R&D. I need like 1 billion R&D spots. I think I need to build an expansion on that. So these are all where they belong, I think. So that's good. Yeah, I need to expand R&D. Like it is being expanded. But I almost need to do the one here as well. I need to make an R&D there, but how much does this cost? That brings R&D to 120. Yeah, that's not really worth. It brings security staff like way up. Insane. I don't think I need that many security staff. So the R&D platform here should raise it. Okay, it only raises it to 125, but it is cheap. It's also very like it's kind of expensive to build. Not too bad. Maybe do build R&D, because I really need the R&D spots. What was it? 102nd level does? It costs 18,000. How much do I have? Oh, I have 26. I think it makes more sense to build these now, because they're cheaper.
Commencing platform construction.
Another BDU maybe to get more materials coming in? Not a bad idea.
Commencing platform construction.
Medical. Yeah, I guess I could just
Commencing
go for level 1 of
construction.
each. Support I really don't need though.
Commencing platform
Oh, I can't do until now? I'm just shy? Okay, I'm just shy. Support, right. This doesn't take anything that I care too much about. That's a lot of common metal, though. It's a lot of common metal, but I'm sure I have common metal coming. Just max that out.
Commencing platform
Why
construction.
not?
Please select
Is there any
a
missions? Flashback. Such a weird rating here. B-A-S-E-A. C. I spelled C. There we go. No too much. C2W. Soviet soldier has been collaborating with the CIA has gone missing. That seems odd. Destroy comms. To prevent reinforcements being sent between outposts. Rebel guerrillas are launching an offensive and eliminating as many fighting vehicles as possible. So this is just, they seem like side missions, not main missions. They're all in Afghanistan. Interesting. We have a lot of tapes to listen to. Bunch of new development projects.
Please specify
Not enough money.
project.
I still need this noise suppression person, because that's going to be nice. Unlimited suppressor on the friggin' pistol? That's going to be OP. Right, SMG. I might want to actually try using it at some point. If these other missions are kind of like more easy, maybe I will bring it. But I think ammo is going to be an issue, and then the non-lethal rifle would be awesome. Being able to go all non-lethal would be amazing. Because now I have the non-lethal version of this. It's incoming. I mean, 10 more levels in R&D is doable. Intel team up? Well, I mean, I did buy an Intel expansion, I think, didn't I? So I might be able to get there. I'm going to need to buy more expansions that'll be able to get to 60. The Grom did a good job. I don't know if something... Yeah, this does more damage than the Grom. But you have less ammo. I mean, the Killer Bee, when it's maxed out, it does decent damage. Plus, you would never miss with it, really. I should have thrown grenades at it, but I don't think it was too fast for grenades, to be honest. Those are maxed. Active sonar up again. I haven't used that, but it could be definitely helpful when I have quiet instead of the dog. But I like range. Ooh, precision even up. But that's not going to be... Bling brings me down below 1,000,000. Medical one. Oh, that's awesome. I keep getting injured. But I need a cybernetics specialist. Blast arm. I don't know the difference between blast and rocket. Wow, that rocket arm is crazy. Lots of battery. battle dress. Another 10 levels in combat level. Okay. Doable. Parasites. I really don't. Okay, so I have the level 1. No idea what it actually does. Effect duration up. 65 for that. I don't even know where I get parasites from. I need to capture people, right? That's what it told me. Okay, I should probably listen to the tapes. We have an hour, well, hour max. Like it's like I don't want to go for an hour. Hopefully these don't take an hour. Hopefully like 20 minutes. Short and sweet.
Emmerich didn't go with depleted uranium for Sahelanthropus' armor because of its strength.
He had nukes in mind.
Exactly. It's meant to use its body as the fuel component for a nuclear weapon. Sahelanthropus uses built-in uranium enrichment archaea to melt its own body and extract uranium-235 from the depleted uranium in its armor. Those archaea perform the enrichment in an extremely short time.
Interesting.
The concentration jumps by a factor of several hundred, from 0.2% to over 90%.
So it makes its own
the end
nukes.
result being highly enriched weapons-grade uranium. Sahelanthropus' body itself becomes a nuclear
But
bomb.
it's melting its own body to
Emmerich
do
says if
that.
it were to self-destruct, the nuclear yield would be somewhere in the region of 15 kilotons. Since you need about 50 kilograms of highly enriched uranium to trigger a nuclear reaction, that would mean Sahelanthropus contains something like 23 tons of depleted uranium.
That's not very much.
No, it isn't. That's about what you'd expect to find in a main battle tank's armor. The point is, it can be transported anywhere, even use its conventional weaponry on the battlefield, and the international community will never suspect a thing. I just received word from the R&D team and the transport team out of Afghanistan. They finished installing Sahelanthropus on the base. It's ours now.
All right. Don't let any of the staff touch that thing. Especially Emmerich.
Of course. That guy's crush on Sahelanthropus is beyond a joke. Guess he really wants to see his tech stand on its own two legs this time.
That's not gonna happen.
I know it. So you've got no plans to make it operational again?
Damn right.
Boss, I want to hear it straight from you.
Hear what?
What the hell do you want with that thing? The drive is busted. It's not like it has a nuke on board. Even if the metallic archaea could turn it into a nuclear weapon, all it can do is self-destruct. Sahelanthropus just isn't a weapon anymore. It'll draw unwanted attention without even being a deterrent.
I know.
The weapon's development strut sank 2 feet under that thing's weight. That's 1 year's drop in a single night. We've started on reinforcing the strut, but there's no guarantee it'll hold up if a storm hits.
I know that too.
Boss, why keep it?
It's a mark. Us Diamond Dogs, we don't have a country to call home. That means we have no past, nothing to prove that we lived. Every one of us threw it all away when we came here. Sahelanthropus is a symbol to show that the likes of us brought at least one crisis to its end.
A mark in history. So we can't just fade away.
It's of no practical use to us. But we still need it.
A symbol of what we've done. I'm glad I sounded you out on this. Snake, on behalf of all of us, I want to thank you.
I don't need gratitude. I need security. Keep Emmerich away from that thing.
Roger that.
He's already probably in it, looking at it.
You said that the nuke Skullface was trying to spread around the world were equipped with a failsafe. Something that could shut them down at will. His will.
Quite so. After all, he needed a guarantee that a buyer wouldn't simply turn the weapons back on him.
So how can they be stopped?
The criticality trigger, that is, the detonator, is a complete black box design. Any attempt to dismantle it causes it to melt in seconds, using the corroding archaea. The design ensures that no detonation is possible unless he disengages the lock.
So he had a way to disengage it remotely.
Precisely. The client simply presses a button. At that moment, the detonator begins transmission with a surveillance satellite. The satellite reports to him how the client is trying to use the nuke. If he does not object, the lock is disengaged.
But if it's a risk to him in any way...
The detonator melts down. The same is true if detonation does not occur within a preset time after the lock is disengaged. The nuke is rendered useless.
Who the hell would buy something with strings attached like that?
The client would never know until the moment they actually try to use it. Most likely, he would have explained the time delay as the detonators needing time to activate. And he only intended to sell to technologically primitive groups in the first place.
Let me guess. He'd claim it was defective and offer a replacement. Shadier than a used car salesman.
Skullface shakes your hand like a friend, using the other to control you like a puppet. This is how he works.
Interesting. Couple more left. Parasites among
Tucker.
us.
Haven't seen you eat a single thing since you got here. Let me guess. Photosynthesis?
What makes you say that?
Well, a long time ago, I knew someone with a similar ability.
Well, you are correct. Most of my body is covered with parasites.
Is parasite
I
ridden?
supply them with water, and in return, I receive sugars they produce when exposed to light. It isn't just my skin either. The parasites also act as my eyes. They have replaced many of my internal organs as well. It is thanks to them that I live on after over a century.
How did you obtain them anyway? Through your research?
I would like to say as much, but there is more to it than that. Let me take you back 20 years.
This is a long one.
I had hit a dead end with my parasite research. Then I was approached by a foundation. They said they had a sample of an unusual strain of parasite.
Which foundation?
Apparently, they had links to ARPA. But that is all I learned. I was somewhat ignorant of the ways of the world. Just being able to study it was enough for me.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Go on.
Half in doubt, I visited them to discover the body of an old man. Well, to be precise, his partial remains. A collection of parts, you could say. The man had died in an explosion.
An old man, you say?
His flesh had not decomposed. In fact, the tissue's cells were still metabolizing. The parasite had infected, or should I say assimilated with, the tissues, and was keeping them alive. I became obsessed with studying the body parts, foregoing food and even sleep. Every day was filled with new discoveries. The parasite's biology, internal anatomy, life cycle. But there was only so much I could learn through observation. And so I made a decision. To truly know the parasites, I had to live with them.
So, you implanted them inside you from the dead man's flesh?
Correct. It was quite a gamble, whether or not they would adapt to me. But fortunately, it appears I was compatible with them. Or perhaps, through my many years of research, my immune system learned to tolerate them.
Were they that body's only parasite?
Yes. However, there was a separate specimen that supplied its host with adrenaline in response to pain, and yet another that could control insects at will through secreting heterogeneous pheromones. I wanted exposure to them, to take them into me, but my wishes were denied. Their records, though, provided clues that helped advance my research. Would you care to join me? A life spent never worrying about food is a most wonderful one.
I think I'll pass. But thanks. This has been helpful.
I would do that in a second. You know, I imagine you could still eat, but not having to worry about eating. Yeah, seems like it's a huge time saver. Skullface's demise.
Complete.
Yeah, I got my.
Skullface has finally burned out. The world is rid of his existence at last.
There's
Was
a
he
lot
still
here.
alive? You could say that. But you could also say he'd been dead for decades.
What's that supposed to mean?
Biologically speaking, it's hard to say how much was his life.
Side effects from the treatment?
No, the primary effect. Keeping a dying host alive as long as possible. That is the whole point. But in the end, he grew too dependent on his children. As if he had any other way to keep on living. He first underwent parasite therapy before the Soviet Union became his home. His body was horribly burned. Fire washed across his thin young frame and stole his skin and his throat, even his lungs. Only through repeated therapies could the parasites keep him alive. Most of his life became something the parasites gave to him.
And then he lost the ability to die.
That is correct. The parasites live on past the host's death, still aiding cell composition. At that stage, there is no way to extract them from the host cells. There is no way of knowing when the last cell of Skullface's body would die. The only choice was to burn the whole thing. And his children, along with it. And I am one to talk. When my life is snuffed out, I expect you to treat my body the same way. And when I burn, I will truly be one with my children for the first time. You say there were 3 English vocal parasites.
According to Skullface, yeah.
Skullface had 2 of the English strain with him. You burned both of them.
There was an oil fire. I tossed him in.
So that just leaves 1. And you tell me
No, it leaves
Skullface
2.
said he used it.
Eli
He
has
said it
one.
was very close to me.
Very close. One of your comrades. Or someone ordered to kill you. Or he could have been speaking metaphorically.
Metaphorically.
Close to your spirit. Close to your heart. Someone who either loves you or despises you.
The second one makes a long list.
Whichever it is, act with caution. Skullface implanted someone with the English language strain. Who it is irrelevant.
Why?
I tell you what Skullface really meant. Very close to you means you will be exposed. All the infected here have been given the Wolbachia. Even if the vocal cord parasites infect them now, they cannot reproduce. But if there's a different host among us, host to the English strain.
If that were the case, we'd see the symptoms.
What about the non-English speakers?
We have plenty of those, but the staff use English as a common language.
But if that someone has not spoken English yet, and begins to speak it now,
there'd be another outbreak.
The final mating pair of the English strain must be found immediately. Skullface is gone, but his threat still remains. On this base, do you see what the final mating pair is? With him dead, those parasites are the stain he wished to leave upon the world. His thirst for vengeance. In their flesh. Think. Does anyone here bear a grudge against you? Who would target you, specifically?
The The ethnic cleansers that Code Talker mentioned, they weren't Skullface's true goal. All we have is circumstantial evidence, but here's my theory. It was Cypher who started developing the vocal cord parasites as bioweapons, parasitic weapons, and Africa was the testing ground for them. As Code Talker said, their purpose is the ethnic cleansing of only those who speak a particular language. So they could do a weapon of mass destruction to eradicate specific groups, races, ethnicities, or colonies by the language they speak. Or a kind of absolute language control. Or maybe a tool for those arrogant fools to build some misguided utopia. I can see plenty of uses for them. However, in practical terms, they wouldn't be as dangerous as you'd think. Counteracting the parasites is easy, after all. Cut them out of your throat to save your life, or just don't talk. That also prevents the infection from spreading. So if the international community were to find out about them, they'd no longer be the threat they were conceived to be. In which case, their targets would be limited to minority groups as a deterrent or a terrorist tool. It's hard to imagine Cypher developing something like that as a main weapon for their arsenal. That leads me to think we've only tugged on one little thread in Cypher's grand tapestry. An obscure corner of their work, possibly forgotten altogether. In any case, things changed. When Skullface was forced to relocate to Africa and he saw that thread dangling. All the time he continued that research, he was secretly following his own agenda. The ethnic liberator parasites, his English language strain. Skullface said there were only 3 samples of the English language strain parasite, and I think we can believe him. Bringing his ethnic liberator's plan to fruition depended on creating an English version of the vocal cord parasites at all costs. But an English strain would have been useless to Cypher. Worse, it could have destroyed everything they'd built. It was the one type they couldn't allow. That means Skullface was forced to develop his English strain out of sight of Cypher's network. Naturally, he couldn't use the greenhouse facility Cypher had set up and filled with guinea pigs. Skullface must have found some secret place to create his precious few English parasites, hiding all evidence like a man cheating on his wife. Somewhere, an entirely standalone environment. And when his plan entered its final phase, he must have made the place disappear. Some little room, could be anywhere, but now nowhere at all. We'll never know where he did it, but to elude Cypher's surveillance, it couldn't have been big. I believe Skullface was telling the truth. There were only ever 3 samples of the English language strain. Why activate Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan? This is how Skullface wanted things to play out. The Soviet Union secretly develops a new type of nuclear weapon and successfully deploys it in Afghanistan. Revealing the existence of Sahelanthropus results in a return to the glory days of the Cold War. The threat it poses reignites the nuclear arms race between the world's major powers. The demand for nuclear weapons increases around the globe. What if you then introduced a nuclear weapon anyone could get their hands on? Non-nuclear nations, militant groups of all shapes and sizes, they'd all jump at the chance. Sahelanthropus was a marketing tool to sell nukes all around the world. But I think it's safe to say that plan was stamped out before it got up and running. The world's intelligence agencies never did turn up anything conclusive on it. After all, Sahelanthropus vanished before word could spread. Everything that's happened is already a fading memory, never to join the pages of history. Except for Cypher. Cypher won't forget. They'll already be working on something, quietly, beneath the surface. They'll use the pieces of data scraped together from this incident to build their own bipedal weapon. It'll take them a long time to complete it, but for now, the greed sector have found their new life's work. We'll have to be ready too.
Okay, and that's all the story time done. I got another achievement or something. Challenge completed. 50%. Got an A. Do I have space for them? I do, I think. The medical. I think they're intel. How are my facilities coming along? Oh, we're getting money. That's good. I needed money. 9 minutes to R&D platform up. Nice. The BDU's maxed. I'm here. Which means, yeah, I have a lot more space for people. Oh, they do finish nows?
Clouds
Not really
approaching.
worth. Or intel. I can now afford the intel. Do it. Why not?
Commencing platform construction.
I guess it's gonna be bringing me in more stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna need more BDU, I think, to get more processing resources as well. I'll get level 1 of everything first.
Sun will rise momentarily.
Actually afford this support platform. I might want to save up for these ones, 'cause they're a bit more bang for the money, I think. I think
Caution,
that's going to be
heavy
it.
mist anticipated.
Mist? That doesn't sound good. It's just normal mist, not the mythical time. Yeah, that's big bosses watching use everywhere now. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I need to just call it because it's pretty late. Oh, am I actually gonna save? Well, I need to call the helicopter, right? That's how I usually do.
Lisa landing zone confirmed.
Roger. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. I'm stationed at LZ.
Oh, I could shoot at that, people? Okay. So that's what it does. It's very slow. Oh, I could accelerate it, right? That's pretty funny. Oh, it needs more power, I think, to shoot again.
Clouds approaching.
That's interesting. I could have fun with that. I wonder if it should be non-lethal, right? It should just stun them. So I could use it against wildlife instead of using my pistol. I could save ammo and suppressor. I guess ammo wouldn't really or the suppressor won't matter when I get unlimited suppressor. But I just need to make sure that my security is good as well.
Mission
Boss.
list updated.
You can now give the order to develop or dispose of nuclear weapons from your iDroid. With a nuclear deterrent, even if you're discovered while infiltrating a rival PF's FOB, most PFs won't dare retaliate. But you, of all people, know how dangerous it can be to have nuclear weapons. So will you add nukes to our arsenal as a deterrent? Or will you take them away from other PFs and dispose of them to help build a world that's free of nuclear weapons? I'll leave that decision up to you.
Basic QC. Security devices A, nice. Yeah, D-Walker actually needs a bond. Nuclear development C. I need to make sure my security settings, I guess, should be all for all platforms. It's very slow today. I only have the one right now. Yeah, I don't have the money to buy more stuff. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. So have a good night, good day, whatever it's for you, and see you next time. Same time, same place.